Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Ronnie. Hope you have a wonderful day. If you guys are new to this channel, I usually talk about personal finance, my personal finance, in order to achieve financial freedom. And what do I do in order to get there? This is based on Sydney, Australia. If you like this type of stuff, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up and share. That would be muchly appreciated. In today's video, I'm going to talk about asset allocation. If you're like me, usually life it feels like going in a treadmill, and you're just doing the mundane, wake up, go to work, and go home and go to sleep, and then pay bills, and then get up again and do the entire cycle. And if you're lucky, you got left over. If you're really, really lucky, you're able to achieve enough income to replace your current job. So what do you do when you get there? I'm fortunate enough that I actually managed to achieve that. You know, the funny thing was, when I was in this journey to become financially free, I was working really, really hard and thinking to myself, there's gonna be sunshine, rainbow, and party and fireworks and everything that comes with it, and once you achieve it. That wasn't the case when I actually hit that. Now it's like we can work if we want to. We can work if it's not a must for us to work. More like it just gives me things to do, instead of me physically like I have to go out and work, and because I've got bills to pay. So when you get up to that stage, there's only so much you can do going into the beach and going out and about, kicking cans here and there. So it doesn't, not being productive, let's say. So instead of that, we become a lot more, I guess, focused, goal orientated, a lot more now compared to what we were beforehand. So last night, my wife and I was talking, how can we achieve, what is our goal in the next 12 months, 10 years, 20 years time. We have a short-term burst of goal, and we have long-term goals. So one of the short-term goals that I have is actually paying more money in our super. The both of us sort of in the same mindset of, look, super, it's a long way to go, and I can't see ourselves being able to touch that money, so we can't figure out how much is enough. So now we realize, okay, then I know it's a long time away. This is emergency or in case of emergency. So there is the ETF that we're using, the property business that I'm running, the what else? The eBay side hustle that we're doing as well. So those, as well as other jobs here and there on the side, those are our primary sort of income in order for us to sustain ourselves. But we also look at in the long term, let's say, in case if the ETF, macro investing, and hopefully in the near future it will be the managed funds as well. We're going to be investing on managed funds. Stay tuned on that. And in case if all of them doesn't work, at the very least, at the very backup, it would be our super. So with regards to super, I sort of like didn't believe in it, because that relies on, hey, I gotta wait until I retirement age. At the current stage is 65. Wait until I'm 65 in order for me to get that money out. So it's untouchable in a sense. So for me, like, why would I want to invest on something that I can't really touch when I'm at a very old age? Then I thought to myself, well, as a normal human being, greed being greed, and you're bound to do a lot of things in the middle that you're going to make a lot of mistakes. So, okay, in that case, this is in case of emergency, like a second backup or third backup, or the last backup emergency, let's say. Because, hey, why not? If we can hit, let's say, $1 million in super as well, and if we don't need it, we don't need it. If we need it, great. I mean, if we fail, if everything failed, then yeah, right, we probably have to use that as an emergency. Now, when I was young, I didn't believe in it, and I'm sure a lot of people probably in the same boat. When you're young, you just receive your income and you save a little if you're lucky, or you spend the whole entire 100% of your income. In fact, if you are on consumer debt, such as credit card, you probably spend more than what your income. So that was in the beginning of my personal finance experience. I did all of them. I thought I was saving money, and then oh, there's a credit card. I wonder if this is a good product. Taste it, and then realize to myself, oh, that's not good, because every time I use, let's say, a certain small amount of fund from them, they slap you with an extra percentage when you're repaying them. Not only that, the one that got me bitter is like, in order for you to have this fund available, we're gonna charge you this yearly fee of some sort. So, like I get it. Like, some people look at it, paying that yearly fee, it's equivalent to an insurance. Well, in case of emergency, you can use that. Whether it's $100 to $100 yearly fee or $50 yearly fee, whatever it is. I didn't like that. I'd rather have my own money as an emergency fund with no yearly fee. So close that credit card as soon as possible. And paying interest on a product that I can pay in full, I don't understand what's the point. So my experience with credit card was that, just very small, minute. The biggest one that I ever done was about $10,000 or something. But once I paid that off, that's it. I closed it, and I'll never want to see that credit card again. So that's not the point. What I'm talking about now is actually, I got a little bit off track. So I'm talking about superannuation, allocating funds. So last night we decided from here on we're going to allocate about 10 to 15% of our income, minimum anyway, is about 15%, I say, year in, year out to our superannuation in case of emergency. Just in case. And realize to ourselves, now I'm thinking about this when I'm about, 37 years old or something. Look, I get it, I've still got another 30, 40 years before I'm actually able to access that. But this is an income protection in case of emergency. Now, if I knew the benefits, or if I knew the snowball effect that comes with super, I would say, if I were to talk to my 18-year-old me who had just started on a full-time job, in fact, no, 15-year-old me when I just started on working, then I would suggest to my 15-year-old me, listen, put her on super as soon as possible, or make 15% of your income towards super as soon as possible. So, because the snowball effect now, we calculated, oh my god, we have to put like a lot of money in order to get $1 million at the age of 30s. Now, if I were to do that at the age of 20s, or if not on my late teens, for you to achieve, I guess, enough income, it's a very small amount. And you just contribute it every single week. Being self-employed is a little bit more harder as well, because you rely on your cash flow. Money comes in, money comes out. What if you're in a seasonal income? So that makes it a little bit hard. Sometimes you get a big lump sum, sometimes you don't, but you just need to allocate. Averaging, it's about 15% towards your superannuation. That's what we're doing. I've already allocated our next year income, and the first, X amount of dollars of our profit, let's say, goes towards that. So I know it's kind of boring. I know super is boring because not a lot of people talk about it. One, not a lot of people take advantage of it. There are certain things that you can do, and not a lot of people look at it. Look, it's a very long term, so I can't see myself doing it at the current stage until you get to a certain age. I mean, fast forward yourself at about 15 years or 20 years, no, not 15, 20s, let's say 30 years in the future. What does it look like? How much income do you have? How much asset protection have you got? How much passive income do you have? What is it that you're trying to achieve? We're looking at 10, 15, 20, 25 years in the future. It's kind of daunting. It looks like a big amount that we have to put into our asset allocation, let's say, whether it's super, micro investing and all that stuff, all our investment vehicle. But hey, I would rather do it now instead of when I'm really, really at an old age or at a retirement age, because at the end of the day, I want to, I guess, live comfortably, and I don't want to rely on my kids to take care of me. I want me taking care of me. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. It was kind of fun last night. The fact that we were just budgeting, asset allocating, figuring out what to do with our income, how we're going to asset allocate our passive income at the current stage, because we don't use all of it. So we need to reinvest or redeploy our income to go somewhere else. One of them is spaceship, raise, CommSec Pocket. There will be other ETFs. There will be other managed fund to diversify. So yeah, that's what we come to in conclusion. Now, if you don't have income beyond your, let's say, 9 to 5, then allocate your current income from your job, for example. Maybe I would say about 30%. If you can save let's say if you earn $900, let's say, $300 of that, 30% goes towards your investing. Some people said, you should invest in property. Look, you don't really have to invest in property. Property is such a big amount of money to purchase. But if you could just save $300 towards your either retirement or other micro investing, like what we did, you'll be amazed what the outcome of that at the end of them. Well, since I'm in the tunnel at the moment, I'm gonna cut it off right there. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, guys, and see you guys on the next video. Peace. Bye.